Hello to everyone. Um, Here's another lecture video for Law 20023, Business Laws and Regulation. So we are now on the last, hopefully, this is the last portion for dissolution and winding up of partnership. Actually, this will be a short video. I think there are uh, 3 or 4 articles left for this topic. So here we have Article 1840. It is a quite long article, pero if we will read through them, meron siyang common theme. Meron siyang common principle na sinusunod. No? Medyo, pag binasa mo yung enumeration niya, mukha siyang iba-iba, pero yung purpose niya o yung spirit niya, kumbaga, iisa lang. Isa lang yung tinutukoy niya. So let us read through them. I will not explain each and every item, pero actually i-explain ko siya. Pero tignan muna natin kung makukuha ba ninyo yung common theme na tinutukoy ko for Article 1840. So ito yung introductory statement niya. Ang sabi ng Article 1840, in the following cases, creditors of the dissolved partnership are also creditors of the person or the partnership continuing the business. So yung Article 1840 na medyo merong mahabang enumeration, meron siyang, ang tinutukoy na situation dito ay kung saan yung na-dissolve na corporation, na partnership ay merong mga creditors at itong na-dissolve na partnership ay tinuloy maaari nung isang naiwan na partner kung sakaling yung original na partnership, dalawa sila, umalis yung isa, so naiwan yung isa, tinuloy niya yung business. Or, kunyaring 5 sila, nag-withdraw yung isa, itong 4, syempre they can still constitute a partnership, tinuloy nila yung business. Nagkataon na at the time of the liquidation, whether nung dalawang partnership na may 2 members or 5 members, merong mga creditors at the time of the dissolution. Yung naiwan na person, sabi dito, yung naiwan na person, yan, or yung partnership, tinuloy nila. So ito yung tinatawag ng continuing partners at continuing partnership. Kailan daw mangyayari na yung creditors nung na-dissolve na partnership ay magiging creditors pa rin nitong tinuloy na business? Okay. Let us look at the enumeration and see if you can decipher yung common denominator nila. Una, no, when any new partner is admitted into an existing partnership or putulin natin para hindi siya tuloy-tuloy, or when any partner resigns or assigns his rights in the partnership property to 2 or more persons or to 2 or more of the partners and 1 or more third persons. So yung pangalawa, merong retirement na nagaganap or may assignment na nagaganap. Yung inassign niya ay yung rights niya in partnership property. Kanina niya inassign, maaaring to 2 or more partners or to 1 or more partners and 1 or more third persons. Actually, naman na masyadong importante. Ginugulo lang niya yung kino-complicate lang niya yung situation, pero if you will analyze it on a deeper level, kahit ano naman talaga yan, wag lang siyang mag-a-assign ng lahat third persons. Yun lang hindi. Maaari ka mag-assign 2 or more partners or may partners and then third persons. Pwede yun. Pero hindi maaari dito na yung assignment ginawa mo lahat third persons. So that's the second kino-contemplate niya. Yung kino-contemplate niya, una, may na-admit na panibagong partner. Pangalawa, may nag-retire or may nag-assign ng kanilang rights in the partnership property. So whether may ma-admit or may nag-retire, it will cause the dissolution of the partnership. During our introduction on dissolution and winding up, and paulit-ulit ko itong binabanggit, dissolution will not always lead to the liquidation. Dissolution may not be preceded by liquidation if the remaining partner or remaining partners will decide to continue with the business. So dito, yung mga creditors daw nung na-dissolve na partnership as a result of the admission of a new partner or the retirement of an existing partner will not result into the dissolution. Na will be, mali, yung creditors ng naunang partnership ay creditors pa rin ng pangalawang partnership if the business is continued without liquidation of the partnership affairs. Ano ibig sabihin ng liquidation? Ito yung proseso kung saan ina-identify mo yung mga creditors and then i-liquidate mo yung mga assets ng company ay ng partnership and then babayaran mo yung mga outside creditors and then babayaran mo yung mga partners in their capacity as creditors and then babayaran mo yung mga partners in their with respect to their capital and then babayaran mo yung mga partners with respect to their profits. Ganun yung ating natutunan about liquidation. Dito, nag-dissolution sila pero hindi tumuloy sa liquidation. So walang nangyari na pag-identify ng mga assets, pagbabayad ng mga creditors, etc. etc. Ba't hindi nila ginawa yun? Kasi nga tinuloy nila yung business. At dahil tinuloy nila yung business, kung sino man yung mga creditors mo before, ayun pa rin ang mga creditors mo for the new partnership. Kasi nga hindi ka nag-liquidate. Kasi kung nag-liquidate ka sana, nabayaran mo yung mga creditors, diba? Eh hindi ka nga nag-liquidate, so creditors pa rin sila. So kung ano may yung tinuloy na business, we'll have to answer or we have to shoulder itong mga naiwan na liabilities. Okay, that's the first situation. Tignan natin. Pangalawa, when all but one partner retires. So lahat daw nag-retire pero may naiwan na isa. Or when all, in the first situation, or inassign nila yung kanilang partners, yung kanilang interest in the partnership property to that remaining partner who continue the business without liquidation. So lima sila, for example, lima sila, when all but one, ibig sabihin lahat dapat except dapat may maiwang isa. Nag-retire tong apat, o kaya naman itong apat, inassign nila doon sa isang naiwan. So naging, essentially na-convert siya into a sole proprietorship. Itong naiwan na to, una, ano munang effect ng mga nangyari? Pag nag-retire tong apat, actually kahit isa lang, pero nag-retire yung apat o inassign nila yung kanilang interest dun sa isa, it will result into the dissolution of the partnership. Again, they can proceed with liquidation if they want. Alam na natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng liquidation. Pero itong naiwan na isa na tinutukoy ng pangalawang situation natin, this sole proprietor continued the business without liquidation of the partnership affairs. Continue the business either alone or with others. So hindi daw nila nag-liquidate. And dahil nga hindi nag-liquidate, hindi nabayaran yung mga creditors. So to protect the creditors na hindi nyo nabayaran, then kung sino man sila na mga creditors will have to be treated as also creditors of the continued business. Whether sole proprietor yung continued business na yan, sabi niya, or alone, either alone, or meron siyang hinikayat na iba to join him. Nagkaroon siya ng panibagong partner. 1840, sana nagigets na natin yung, dalawa pa lang pala. Pangatlong situation, when any partner retires, so that will cause the dissolution, or dies, that will cause the dissolution. And the business of the dissolved partnership is continued as set forth in number 1 and number 2 of this article, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa, with the consent of the retired partners or the representative of the deceased partner, but without any assignment of his rights in partnership property. So wala daw assignment na naganap ng kanyang rights in partnership property. Ang pinagkaiba lang ito number 3, sa number 1 siya sa number 2 kasi merong assignment of rights in partnership property. Kasi sa number 3, merong retirement, may namatay, it will cause a dissolution, pero wala daw assignment of rights in partnership property. In any case, kailangan nating makita dito na yung dissolved partnership is continued. Is continued and hindi nag-liquidate. No? Kasi yun yung nangyari sa number 1 and number 2. Tinuloy yung business without undergoing the process of liquidation. Number 4, when all the partners or their representatives assign their rights in partnership property to one or more third persons who promise to pay the debts and who continue the business of the dissolved partnership. So dito, merong 5 partners in that partnership at lahat sila or their representative inassign yung kanilang rights in partnership property to one or more third persons. So essentially, itong 5 partners natin na wala na sa eksena, kasi nga, inassign na nila yung kanilang rights in partnership property to one or more third persons. So ano na nangyari? Goodbye na sila. Itong mga to, nangako sila ngayon, yung mga pinag-assignan, nangako sila, they promise to pay the debts and to continue the business of the dissolved partnership. Meron na namang continuation of the dissolved partnership. They did not undergo the process of liquidation. Fifth situation, when any partner wrongfully causes a dissolution and remaining partners continue the business under the provisions of Article 1837, second paragraph. Number 2, either alone or with others, and without liquidation of the partnership affairs. Again, we did not dwell any further. Ito na yung ito na yung cue sa lahat ng binabanggit natin for any situation. If the dissolution of the partnership did not proceed to liquidation of the partnership affairs, and there is a continuation of the business, then the creditors of the old partnership or the dissolved partnership will be considered as the creditors of the continued business. Yun yung point ng Article 1840. Sana kanina pa natin ito na papansin. Dalawang element ang palagi ninyong hahanapin para malaman, mabanggit ninyo kung ang mga lumang creditors ba ay creditors din ng panibagong business. Ano yon? Una, nagkaroon ng dissolution. Pero after nung nagkaroon ng dissolution, una, tinuloy yung business. Pangalawa, hindi nag-liquidate ng partnership affairs. So kapag nagkaroon ng dissolution, tas tinuloy yung business at hindi nag-liquidate ng partnership affairs, ang conclusion mo dyan is that yung creditors na dissolve na partnership will also be the creditors of the continued business, whether that continued business is a sole proprietorship or a partnership by the remaining partners or in conjunction with third persons. Or all of them are third persons. Just like in number 4, diba, lahat sila third persons. Number 6, when a partner is expelled and the remaining partners continue the business, either alone or with others without liquidation of the partnership affairs. So gets na natin, may na-expel at pag ang isang partner ay na-expel, it will result into the dissolution of the partnership. Pero the remaining partners or kung mag-isa na lang siya, continued the business at hindi sila nag-liquidate ng partnership affairs. That has been the common element of all the items that we have enumerated from number 1 to 5. Okay. Pang-anim na pala yun. So dito, the liability of a third person, diba, it's possible na pumasok sa eksena third person. The liability of that third person becoming a partner in a continuing partnership, as we have discussed from number 1 to 6, to the creditors, yung liability ng third person to the creditors of the dissolved partnership shall be satisfied out of the partnership property only unless there is a stipulation to the contrary. Actually, this is not a new provision. We have discussed this before. Kapag ikaw ay newly admitted, if you are a newly admitted partner into the partnership, just like in this case, newly admitted partner itong third person na ito, ang kanyang liability ay hindi kung ano lang yung naabutan niya muna. Ay, mali. Ang kanyang liability ay limited muna sa ang liability rather ng partnership na naabutan niya ulit para maging malinaw. Let's step back. Kung titignan ninyo, yung Article 1826, we have a discussion there kung saan mayroong panibagong partner at itong panibagong partner na ito ay may inabutan ng mga liabilities. Diba? Existing na bago pa siya dumating, meron ng liabilities yung partnership na pinasok niya. So very similar with 1840 yung 1826. Anong mangyayari kapag ganyan? Kapag ganyan, essentially, itong 1840, ang pinagkaiba niya sa 1826 is not a dissolution. Actually, dissolution siya kasi may bagong partner. Pero, hindi siya from one partnership to another partnership. Di ba? Merong existing na partnership, 4 sila, sumali siya. So parang dumagdag lang siya dun, essentially dun sa lumang partnership. Dito, may mga nangyari, yung na-enumerate natin sa una, may namatay, may nag-retire, etc., etc. Meron nga yung panibag or may assignment ng partnership interest na nagkaroon ngayon ng panibagong partnership. Included dyan yung, for example, pag-assign doon sa third person. Yung pag nag-assign ka doon sa third person, that third person, for example, will be treated or will be considered as a new partner kasi nakalagay dito, third person becoming a partner. Kung sakali magiging partner siya, meron siyang inabutan na dissolved partnership. Di ba? Meron dong naunang partnership na na-dissolve because dun sa mga events na in-enumerate natin. Ano ngayon siya? Ano ngayon yung kanyang liability? Itong bagong partner na ito. Third person becoming a partner. So katulad sa 1827, kung ano yung naabutan niya, yun lang muna yung kanyang pananagutan. Ayan. Pero, di ba, kapag siya ay sumali doon sa partnership, nag-contribute siya. At yung contribution niya ay magpo-form part ng partnership property of the common fund. So, same with the rule in 1826, kung ano yung naabutan niya na liabilities will have to be satisfied using partnership property, including yung contribution niya. So kung meron pang, for example, hindi na-settle doon sa mga existing creditors na yan, hindi na yun mag-extend sa personal properties niya. So for example, ito yung dissolved partnership. Dito siya sumali. Ito ngayon yung new partnership, for example, ganyan. Sa dissolved partnership, meron siyang naabutan na, let's say, obligations amounting to 500,000. Nag-contribute siya. For example, ang naabutan ng assets ay 400, nag-contribute siya ng 50. Yan. So ang total assets ng company, ng partnership na na-dissolve, na naabutan niya, ay 450, including yung kanyang contribution. So 450 na ngayon yung common fund, which is the partnership property. Ano ngayon yung kanyang pananagutan? Ito yun, 500,000. Pero, yung new partner na yan, pero, dapat ito i-satisfy kung ano yung partnership property at the time na siya ay na-admit, including yung kanyang contribution, 450. May kulang pang 50,000 kasi 500 yung utang, 50,000 yung 450 yung common fund. Saan ngayon kukunin yung 50,000? Pwede ba dong ihabol doon sa third person becoming a new partner? Hindi. Hindi na yon kasi luma na yung mga obligations na yan, yung mga credits na yan. Pero kung meron pang obligation na mag-a-arise dito, na na-admit siya, let's say additional obligations na 100,000, ngayon itong mga to naghahabol pero wala silang mahabol na assets, pwede bang habulin yung personal assets nitong third person becoming a partner? Yes, kasi itong obligations na ito ay after na nung dissolved partnership. Pero dito, insofar as the creditors of the old or the dissolved partnership is concerned, itong new partner, kung hanggang saan lang yung contribution ko, hanggang dun lang, it will not go beyond my personal assets or properties. Okay? If you need additional discussion on this one, you can refer to Article 1826, the discussion on 1826. Still at 1840, when the business of the partnership after dissolution is continued under any conditions set forth in this article, so 126 yun, the creditors of the dissolved partnership, as against the separate creditors of the retiring and deceased partner of the representative of a deceased partner, have a prior right to any claim of the retired partner or the representative of the deceased partner against the person or partnership continuing the business on account of the retired or deceased partner's interest in the dissolved partnership or on account of any consideration promised for such interest or for his right in partnership property. So anong tinutukoy dito? Ang haba nitong portion ito ng Article 1840. So ngayon, meron tayong dalawang titignan ng atensyon. So meron kang dissolved na partnership, meron kang, let's say, new partnership or the new sole proprietorship o kung ano man ang nangyari after. Itong dissolved na partnership, may mga creditors. Okay. May creditors itong dissolved partnership. Based on our discussion, itong dissolved partnership na ito, ay maaaring ma-dissolve dahil merong retiring partner, yan, or dahil merong deceased partner. Diba? Pag may nag-retire, may namatay, nadi-dissolve to, kaya nga siya dissolved partnership. Or itong dissolved partnership ay merong representative. Yan. Itong dissolved partnership na ito ay merong assets, which may be carried over to the new partnership. Okay. Si creditor may claim doon sa dissolved partnership. Si retired partner, meron din siyang claim doon sa dissolved partnership. Ba't siya may claim? Yung kanyang surplus, for example, yung kanyang interest, kiniklaim niya. Na meron siyang claim. Si deceased partner, syempre hindi siya yung makiklaim but the representative kasi patay na siya. The representative of the deceased partner, meron din claim doon sa dissolved partner. Partnership rather, meron dissolved partnership. So maraming claims ngayon. So for example, si dissolved partnership, ang kanyang assets na lang ay, let's say, 300,000. Okay. Ang claim ni creditor ay 200, ni retired partner ay 100, ni representative of the deceased partner ay also 100. Hahabol sila ngayon lahat. Ang total niyan ay 2, 3, 4. 400,000. Pero sa dissolved partnership, 300 na lang yung kanyang available na assets. So ang tanong ngayon, sino ang mauuna? Paano natin ipa-prioritize itong mga claims na to doon kay dissolved partnership? Kukonti na lang yung kanyang, kulang na yung kanyang assets. Ang sabi ng portion na to ng 1840, yung creditors of the dissolved partnership, ito yon. Okay? Will have prior right to any claim of the retired partner or the representative of the deceased partner. Siya daw yung uunahin. So, itong 300,000 na yan, una mong bibigyan yung 200,000 una mong isasatisfy yung 200,000 na claim ni creditor of the dissolved partnership. Bago mo ngayon isasatisfy yung claim ni retired partner or ni representative of the deceased partner. So most probably equal na lang sila, tig 100,000 sila. So kung ang may iwan na assets ng dissolved partnership ay 200,000 na lamang, 100,000 rather, kasi 200,000 pupunta kay creditor. Itong 100,000 na may iwan na assets ay paghahatian ni retired partner or ng representative ng deceased partner. Okay? Still at Article 1840. Nothing in this article shall be held to modify any right of creditors to set aside any assignment on the ground of fraud. Yan. Siyempre, kapag pag-present ang fraud, you always have the right to cancel any assignment. If the assignment was made fraudulently, para makaiwas doon sa creditors, then the creditors have that right to cancel or set aside that assignment. Any act made in fraud of creditors, we learned that in our obligations and contracts, is subject to rescission. Pwede siyang ipa-rescind nung creditors kasi the assignment was made to defraud yung creditors. And then finally, Final portion na ito ng 1840, the use by the person of partnership, the use by the person or partnership continuing the business of the partnership name or the name of a deceased partner as part thereof shall not of itself make the individual partner or the deceased partner liable for any debts contracted by such person or partnership. We have learned doon sa mga unang topics natin, previous topics natin, that a partnership shall operate using a partnership name. And we have rules regarding partnership names, di ba? Maaaring lahat sila andoon, maaaring hindi sila lahat nandoon, pero kung hindi ka partner, hindi pwedeng nandun ka. Kasi ang rule natin, kung hindi ka naman partner at inalaw mo ang isang partnership na gamitin ang iyong apelido, then that is misleading to the public, misleading to third person. So iniisip nila, ay, si Mr. X pala ay partner dito. So we can extend credit. Mapapagkatiwalaan ko yan si Mr. X. Pero ang totoo, hindi naman pala. But if Mr. X will allow his or her name, Mr. pala siya, his name to be used as part of that partnership name, then Mr. X, even if hindi siya partner, will be subject to the liabilities or obligations of a partner. Pero dito, and in fact nangyayari ito sa totoong buhay, what if namatay na yung partner? Siguro pinakasikat na example dito will be SGB. Diba? I don't know kung sino sa kanila pa yung buhay. I'm really not familiar with the persons na sila Sisip, si Gores at si Velayo. I'm not really sure kung sino sa kanila ang buhay o patay, but meron diyang patay na. No? Meron diyang patay na sa S, sa G or sa V. Pero continued pa rin yung name. Diba? Tinuloy pa rin. Bakit? Kasi may goodwill na yung pangalan. Diba? Kilala na yung SGV. Ano na siya? Hindi lang siya national brand. Diba? International brand ang SGV. So dahil gusto mong i-maintain yung pangalan, no, para naman hindi mawala yung goodwill na yon, bigla na lang siya, for example, GV na lang siya. Sino to GV? Vice ganda na to, ganda vibes, good vibes, ganon. Or SG na lang siya, or SV na lang siya, or V na lang siya, for example. Nawawala yung goodwill created nung SGV as in name. Kung gusto nung continuing partners na ma-maintain yung goodwill na yan, then Article 1840 allows for that purpose. Syempre kailangan mo mag-indicate. Actually, yung iba nilalagay nila ng cross yung isang pangalan to indicate na siya ay deceased partner na ganyan. But in any case, ang point ng 1840, if that will be the case, then hindi na mag-a-apply yung rule natin nung nabanggit kanina that if a person who is not a partner allows a partnership to use his or her name as part of the partnership name, and that third person, even if he or she is not a partner, will be subject to the liabilities or obligations of a partner. 1840 is an exception to that rule. In case there is a deceased partner, tama ba dito, deceased partner, then hindi na magiging liable yung deceased partner for the obligations of the continuing partnership. 1841, when any partner retires or dies, nakatapos na yung 1840, ang haba nun. When any partner retires or dies and the business is continued under any of the conditions set forth in Article 1840 or in Article 1837, second paragraph number 2, without any settlement of the accounts, hindi na nag-liquidate as between him or his estate or the person or the partnership continuing the business, unless otherwise agreed, he or his legal representative as against such person or partnership may have the value of his interest at the date of the dissolution ascertained and shall receive as an ordinary creditor an amount equal to the value of his interest in the dissolved partnership with interest or at his option or at the option of his legal representative in lieu of interest the profits attributable to the use of his right in the property of the dissolved partnership. Provided that the creditors of the dissolved partnership as against the separate creditors or the representative of the retired or deceased partner shall have priority on any claim arising under this article as provided in 1840, third paragraph. As we have discussed earlier, umuulit lang siya. Ang 1840 is just an echo, no? Ine-echo niya or nire-reiterate niya yung mga principles that we have learned in 1840. Ano yon? May retirement, check, nangyari na yan. May namatay, check, we have learned that in 1840. Kinontinue, check, alam natin yan. And then without settlement of the accounts, check. So essentially, parehas lang yung situation na kino-contemplate ng 1840. Anong tinutukoy dito sa 1841? Ang tinutukoy dito ay yung, di ba may example tayo kanina. Yan. Si retired partner at si deceased partner. Paano sila nagkaroon ng 100-100? Yung creditor, alam mo kung paano siya nagkaroon ng 200 na claim eh. Pero itong si retired partner, si deceased partner, paano siya magkakaroon ng claim na 100-100? 1841 provides for that. Itong nag-retire na ito or namatay na yan, pwede niyang ipa-ascertain, yan, ipa-measure, ipasukat yung value ng kanyang interest at the time na na-dissolve yung partnership. So si retired partner, si deceased partner or the representative of the deceased partner may have or may require the partnership, the continuing partnership or the continuing business to measure yung kanyang interest in that partnership. Magkano na ba yung ako yung retired partner, magkano na ba yung essentially yung balance ng capital account ko? Parang ganun siya, no? Magkano na yung balance ko dyan? Akin na yun. I-measure nyo yun kung meron kayong ibang i-incorporate, like mga unrealized gains or loss, ganyan. I-measure nyo, adjust ninyo. Tapos, kung magkano man yung value ng aking interest in that partnership, ibayad nyo na lang sa akin. At yung claim ko na yun will be a claim of an ordinary creditor with interest. Or if without interest, with profits for the use of his right in the property. Yan, sa ganun uli siya. Pero, yun nga, inuulit na naman niya dito yung provided, if you will read yan, yung portion na yan, para siya dito. Yung yung claims ng mga creditors will have priority over the claims of the retired partner or the deceased partner as mentioned in 1840, this portion of 1840. Yan, inulit niya. Yan. Meron silang priority yung mga creditors over the claims of the retired partner or the representative of the deceased partner. 1842, last na to, the right to an account of his interest sa 1841, i-account yung interest, shall accrue to any partner or the legal representative as against the winding up partners or the surviving partners or the person or partnership continuing the business at the date of the dissolution in the absence of any agreement to the contrary. Sinasabi ng 1842 kung kanino i-claim ng retired partner or ng representative ng deceased partner yung pag-account ng kanyang interest, yung pag-measure, yung pag-ascertain ng interest na binabanggit sa 1841. Sabi niya, pwede mo yung i-address kay winding up partner or kay surviving partner or the person or the partnership continuing the business. Kung sino man silang mga tao na yan, kung sinong available. Sa kanila mo, i-address yung pag-invoke ng right mo to have the interest of the retired partner or the representative of the deceased partner to be measured or to be ascertained and to be paid doon na sa kanya. Ibabayad mo na sa kanya. And again, that right is subject to the priority claim of the creditors. And then that's it. Ayan. Yun na yung dissolution and winding up of the partnership, whether it will lead to liquidation or not lead to liquidation. Okay, natapos din. So for the next lecture video, we will be discussing limited partnership. Okay, next. See you on the next lecture video. Thank you.